everyone, and welcome to today's 7 days intensive online training. This is day 7 of day 7, the final and the last day. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us for the 7 days. I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause for watching to this point, for learning to this point. It has been incredible. The value you got, the education you got, the practicals you did. I hope you got value. If you got value, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content with your friends and family. Today, I want to break down this training in three segments. First segment is question and answer session. We have had 6 days of classes, including practicals. If there is any particular day that you found very difficult, or if there is any particular practical you found very difficult, this is your opportunity to voice out. Okay, then the second segment has to do with question and answer. I'm going to be the one asking the questions. If you're able to answer the questions, you get a giveaway from me. And the third question is going to be a congratulation, an appreciation of your efforts to learn. And at the end, we're going to get your certificates across to you for everyone that has joined this education and have joined the 7 days intensive class. So I really appreciate your effort. I really appreciate your energy. I really appreciate your enthusiasm to be able to learn this skill, master this skill, practice this skill, and get the results you need. So, like I said, if you have any questions from the day 1 to day 6, including the practicals, you found something difficult, kindly raise up your hand and you'll be giving the audience to speak to us. This is recorded. You will be speaking to us, and this will be uploaded on our social media platforms. So we're speaking to us based on your questions, and then I'll also be asking questions. These questions will have to do with what I think you need to know, you ought to know. Okay, and if you answer it correctly, you'll be able to get a giveaway prize. Okay, which will be rewarded to the person that answers it correctly. So the first segment, we have 5 minutes to go. Any questions so far from day 1 to day 6? What we have done so far? Any questions? If you have a question, you notify by raising up your hand or dropping it in the comment section, in chat session.
Please, I don't know if you can I don't know because I told you as I'm new. If you can brief it, then if I can have a point, then ask some questions. I don't just know.
Okay, fine. I saw someone raising up their hands. First of all, David, let me go through your own question first. We had 7 days of training, and each of these 7 days, we were able to teach some materials starting from the day 1. So on the day 1, we talked about currencies. We talked about what is Forex. We talked about currency pairs. We talked about PIP. We talked about fundamental. We talked about technical analysis. We talked about HFM as a broker. We talked about leverage the broker offers. We talked about lot size. And lastly, we talked about spread. That was what we talked about on the day 1. Then on the day 2, we talked about chart patterns. We talked about technical indicators. We talked about fundamental analysis. We talked about top 3 trading strategies. We talked about risk management. We talked about psychology. That's what we talked about on the day 2. On the day 3, we talked about Forex trading tools. We talked about understanding how to use our signals. We talked about candlestick patterns. We talked about trend line analysis. We talked about automated trading bots. We talked about back testing and optimization. That's what we talked about on the day 3. On the day 4, we talked about passive income. We talked about HFM copy and HFM pan. On that same day 4, we talked about trading plan. We talked about affiliate and IB explained. We talked about Forex as a business. We talked about VIP community benefits. On the day 5, we talked about how to log in on HFM. We talked about how to create a demo account on HFM. We talked about how to log in an account on MT4 on your PC. We talked about how to add a pair on MT4 on your PC. We talked about how to place instant buy or sell orders, and then how to place limits and stop orders. Then on day 6, which was yesterday, we did a practical class on how to use TradingView, how to use my FX book, how to get technical analysis done, fundamental analysis done, and sentimental analysis done, practical. Those are what we talked about. So with that said, any other question? Any other question before I throw my own question? Francis, you can raise up, you can unmute yourself and talk to us. Francis, you can unmute yourself and talk to us.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I tried linking my trading account with was usually free, but this time around it's now requesting a payment, different amount to be paid for you to link your account. So I don't know if there's any way you can link that without paying to link it.
Which platform are you trying to link your account to?
My FX book.
Okay. You're trying to link your account on it.
Yes.
Okay. You have your account details, right? I repeat, you have your account details, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll share my screen now. You don't need to pay to link your account on my FX group. My FX group right now, loading. So you go over your portfolio, you click on add account. Okay, I need to sign in. Okay. So Francis, you need to go for this MT4 auto updates or MT5 auto updates. If you go for the live updates or the EA updates, you need to pay. You need to go for MT4 or MT5. Which one do you use? MT4 or MT5?
MT5.
Okay, you need to go for MT5 auto updates. After you go for MT5 auto updates, you come over here, you name the account, Frank account. Then after you name the account, you add your broker over here. Which broker do you use?
It's HFM.
Okay, HF Markets. Click on HF Markets. I think it's SV something. HF Market. Just type for HF Market, search HF Markets. What's going on? Okay, HF Markets. Yeah, this is HF Markets. Then you select the server. It's going to be SV something. SV
Global Life. Global Life.
Okay, Global Live 1. Then the account number.
Yes.
You can paste the account number. You can call the account number, then paste the passwords for me on the chat so nobody else can see it. Okay. So everyone should be warming up and preparing the questions. I'm going to ask questions, and if you get the questions correctly, you win a giveaway from me. Questions are all gotten from our training, and you'll be able to what? Win a prize if you get it correctly.
Hello, please. I have a
Okay, you have the account number now. Call the account number.
Okay. I've sent it on the chat.
Okay, I've seen it. The password as well. Think. Okay. Okay, Precious. After Francis, you ask your question, okay? Everyone will get a chance to ask their own question. You can drop your question on the chat, Precious. So as soon as I'm done with Francis' own, I'll attend to your own immediately, please. Question, Precious. Okay, Francis, I've received it. Okay.
What you are typing is actually showing.
Is this?
Yes.
So this is the account. That's easy as that. You don't need to pay money. So based on this account, the deposit is $50. You'll be able to make $18 withdrawal. The balance currently is $23. Okay, so this is the account. And this is the graph of how the account has been. Deposit came in $30 came in on December 13th, January 14th, $20 came in, and this has been your withdrawal 82323. Okay, so that is just it so far. That's how you add. Then somebody has a question. Precious says she would like to know the difference. Okay, I should throw more light on leverage and spread. I should throw more light on leverage and spread. Okay, for me to throw more light on leverage and spread, I'll explain what leverage is. Leverage has to do with funds borrowed from your broker. When you create an account with a broker like HFM, register your account, the minimum you can deposit is $5. If you watch the video from yesterday, how we were able to, sorry, or day before yesterday, that's the 5th day training. We were able to see how we were able to create an account on HFM. When we were creating the account, they asked us, which leverage do you want? 1:1,000, 1:2,000. That 1:2,000 means that each $1 you deposit is equivalent to $2,000 on HFM. If you select 1:1,000, it means each $1 you deposit is equivalent to $1,000, which means that when you open up an account, you can open trades worth $1,000 with that your $1 you deposited in HFM. That's what leverage is. So if sometimes some brokers give 1:100, which means that each $1 you deposit is equivalent to $100 of the broker's money. So they are borrowing you extra $99, while your own $1 is used as free margin. Okay. Then spread is different between the bid and the ask price. It is different between the buy price and the sell price. Once you place a trade, buy or sell, there is a spread on that trade. So the broker takes the difference between the bid price and the ask price. Okay. For instance, if you want to buy dollar today, okay, you can go to a Burundi change and tell the Burundi change, how much do you sell dollar? You tell it, I sell dollar for 1,650 naira. You buy $1 right now from him, 1,650 naira. You just walked 2 meters away from him, and then somebody calls you and be like, hey, you don't need dollar anymore, sell it. You go back to him to sell the dollar, and you tell him, hey, take your $1 back, I don't need it anymore, please give me my 1,650 naira. He tell you no, that what I'm going to buy this dollar from you is 1,630 naira. The 20 naira is the spread. So that's how spread works. Each trade you place, either buy or sell, there is a spread charged for that trade. So if the trade either closes in profit or in loss, the broker is taking that spread.
Thank you, noted.
So you're welcome, Precious. Then Isiaka says, the problem I have is that I can't analyze markets on my own. And today is the first time that I am attending training. Help me out, sir. Okay. Thank you so much for laying these complaints. Isiaka, what you need to do is, first of all, reach out to me at the end of this training. Just reach out to me. You're going to see my contact in our group chat in our community. If you're finding it difficult, go to the description. You're going to see the link to my WhatsApp, my Facebook, okay, Telegram, and Instagram. Just reach out to me. I'm going to then send you a link to have access to our YouTube playlist. This playlist was created and dedicated just for this 7 days intensive class. And the courses has been compiled there. It's going to be a 7 days video. Okay, 30 minutes each. I'm just trying to save you time. 30 minutes each. So for you to be able to complete this training and this course, you just need to what? Invest about about 3 hours. 3 hours and 30 minutes. You invest 3 hours and 30 in a day, you can finish this 7 days intensive training. So I try as much as possible to compile everything to be able to what? Save you time. So reach out to me. I'll send you our YouTube channel link. You go to that playlist, you watch it from day 1 to day 6. On day 6 is when you learn how to analyze the market. But I would like you to go through the day 1 to day 6. On day 6, you learn how to analyze market on TradingView. I explain everything, the tools, how to use the tools, how to go from monthly time frame down to 15 minutes time frame, spot a trade and place a trade. I explain everything on day 6. You can just dive in to the YouTube channel and focus on day 6 alone. But if you want to get the full value of every single point that I mentioned, okay, when I started this question, you asked me this question. When I started explaining it, I explained from day 1 to day 6, everything we handled. You can as well go back and be able to watch every single one of them. Then Precious asked me, what's a good leverage to use as a beginner? To be honest with you, use the highest leverage. One is to 2,000. The higher, the better. Some brokers offer unlimited leverage, okay? But the one I've used and I've seen is 1 is to 2,000. Use the highest leverage because that's the purpose of the broker. When the broker was not existing, if you don't have up to $100,000, you can't trade the Forex market. But since they are coming into existence, with just ordinary $100, you can be able to open trades worth tens of thousands of dollars. So utilize higher leverage. So now everybody has asked.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now everybody has asked their own question. It's time for me to ask my own question and then do the giveaway if you answer the question correctly. I'm glad everybody is here now. So we have like everyone here. So the first question is why does a stronger than expected non-farm payroll report sometimes cause the dollar to fall instead of rise? I repeat, why does a stronger than expected non-farm payroll report sometimes cause the dollar to fall instead of rise? Fundamental analysis. If you know it, raise up your hand. Ten seconds to go. Anybody that doesn't raise up their hand, I'll just move to the next question.
Please repeat the question. I didn't.
Why does a stronger than expected non-farm payroll report sometimes cause the dollar to fall instead of rise? Okay, Francis, go ahead and unmute yourself and answer. Try.
Okay. There are two possible scenarios to that. One is whereby the correlating pair had a positive news, a positive fundamental news that same day, which is meant to drive the markets to, which is meant to drive the dollar to sell, and the initial and the intended direction of the market makers was to drive the markets to drive dollar to sell at that particular day. This is my own view to that.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Any objection? Any objection? Okay, so Frank, you got that correctly. You got that correctly. So you get a giveaway from us. So at the end of this meeting, reach out to me. You have been active throughout the first day to the seventh day. You have been active and you deserve this. So congratulations to Frank. Congratulations to Frank. Congratulations to Frank. So the next question is this. It has to do with risk management and trading psychology. What is drawdown recovery? And why is it mathematically harder to recover from a 50% drawdown than a 10% drawdown? Explain with an example. 10 seconds.
Come again, come again.
What is drawdown recovery? And
The
why
number is
is
bad.
it mathematically harder to recover from a 50% drawdown than a 10% drawdown? Explain with an example.
Okay, I think let me try, but I don't know. Please, good evening, guys. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Precious.
Okay, I don't really know. What will really cause a drawdown in the market is, for example, when the New York, or no, the London session rather is closing and the New York is about opening. So that moment of the New York going home and the London going and the New York coming, it will now bring a rush in the market, which will lead to an unexpected spread, except you are in, or you already know more about the market. That's when you know that in this very particular time, something like this will happen, something like this will happen. So it can easily bring a drawdown or maybe a long at that particular time of closing and opening of the markets.
Okay. Thank you for
So
your
that's what I have to say for that.
Thank you for your response. Thank you for your response. So my reply to that is that the response is wrong. Let me explain. For instance, no, Francis, you can't explain. Don't explain. For instance, if you have a $100 account funded and you have a 50% drawdown, if you do 50% of $100, it is $50. So you are on loss $50. And if you do 10% of $100, it is $10. You're on a loss on $10, which is your balance is $90. It is way more easier to place one trade when you're on $90 and make instantly $10 to $15 to bounce that account back to $100 or $105 than it is when your account is $50 to place a trade and bounce it back to $100. So a drawdown is when you are on loss of the original capital you started with. If you originally started an account with $1,000 and currently your account is at $715, you are on a drawdown. But if your account is currently, you started with 1,000, but it's at 1,250, you're in profits, and that is called surplus. Now, the last question, the final question for today. If Euro USD moves from 1.1050 to 1.175, how many pips did it move? If you place a 1.5 lot trade, how much profit or loss would you make if each pip is worth $10 per lot? If Euro USD moved from 1.1050 to 1.1075, how many pips did it move? Is the first question. If you placed a 1.5 lot trade, how much profit or loss would you make if each pip is worth $10 per lot? Any answers?
Please, can the figures be on the can it be placed on the chart to help those that want to calculate it to calculate?
Okay. The whiteboard is loading. If you see it, let me know. Or I'll probably type it on the chat. Euro USD move from 1.1050 to 1.1070. Lot size is 1.5 lots. How much profit or loss? Any answers now? I think I dropped the message on the chat. We have less than 5 minutes to go. Any answers now? Okay, the timer is up. The calculation is 25 pips. How to get it is do 1.1075 minus 1.1050. It's going to give you 0.0025. That's 25 pips. Then 1.5 lots is equivalent to $15 per pip. Okay, so $15 times 25 is going to give you $375 either profit or loss. So thank you so much for watching to this point. I appreciate your time and effort. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content. Congratulations for learning to this point. I hope that you're able to get value, and reach out to me if you need guidance, if you need a system, if you need an opportunity to help you become better in trading, okay? Both practical or theory, we're going to put you through. Congratulations once more to Francis. Every single one that attended and registered will be getting their certificates sent to them. So I appreciate your time and your efforts. I appreciate your time and efforts. Thank you so much. It has not been easy. And thank you for your support. Don't forget to share this content. Don't forget to celebrate. And I wish you a profitable trading career.